what's up, stars? It's your girl, Ivory Star, with this edition of Ratchet Astrology. Guess what? Ratchet Astrology about to turn 1. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited because it just shows area that I have grown in with being consistent and being able to do these videos every 2 weeks. And y'all been rocking with me, helping me build up my subscribers, and just, you know, teamwork making the freaking dream work. You feel me? So, what do I have for y'all today, honey? We talking Scorpio, all things Scorpio, because there is a Scorpio stellium going on, and the new moon, which is always our main event of Ratchet Astrology, is going on, and it is a super moon in Scorpio as well. So that completes the stellium of Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, all in Scorpio. Scorpio ruled by Mars and Pluto. Pluto being the planet of rebirth, life, death, change, and exchange of funds. You feel me? Also, Mars being the action planet. So we got that planet hanging out in Scorpio as well. The Sun, the planet of self, and Moon, the planet of shadows, emotions, and all those deep inner things that we like to connect to. So let's get right into it. I don't have a whole lot of notes. I could kind of really go off of the dome with this one a little bit, just until we get to our tarot reading. I do have a few notes right here because there are a couple of things that I do want to make sure that I express to y'all. So let me get to those real quick. 4 retrogrades ended in October. Four retrogrades ended in October, including the Merculator. Mercury retrograde, the shadow period, finally ended. So November should just be a month of all type of new beginnings for everyone, all across the board, in all type of different areas of your life. You know, we just been going back, reflecting, cleaning stuff up, and clearing shit out. You know what I'm saying? You better be clearing it out. Clear it out. When the problem comes up, don't bury it again. Clear it out. Okay. We also going into eclipse season. Okay, and you know how it is with those eclipses, things can get a little bit unstable. So with Scorpio season, this super new moon, and what makes it super is that it's much closer to Earth than normal or a regularly scheduled new moon, or however you want to say it. Super moon, it just appears larger because it's a little bit closer to Earth, which means we're going to feel the effects even more. It's going to be intense. And Scorpio season is all about intensity. It's all about tapping into passion, tapping into your drive, seeing what really gets you going, and finding out what the hell is in your way and cutting that shit loose. Okay, that's what Scorpio season is all about. So, rebirth. The moon is in the fourth house, the house of home, and also our mommy relationships. Okay, the type of mom you might be if you are a female, the relationship that you have with your mom for male and female, all things mama like you can find in that fourth house, because that is the house of home. And you know, that's where mothers find themselves nesting and being more comfortable taking care of their little children. Okay, so the moon is in the fourth house, the super new moon in Scorpio. It is a new moon, so you should be doing what? You should be manifesting. You should be manifesting that good shit into your life, okay? So, and make sure, and if you are a part of Queenish Toledo, just dropped a true gem of a vibe, of a live earlier, and she was saying how you manifest. So manifestation, intention, prayer, meditation, and that is how we manifest and repeat. Okay, so in Scorpio, the focus becomes kind of mysterious. You're kind of looking at the hidden things. You're not really looking at the surface. Scorpio is a really deep sign, so we're not looking at the surface. We're not looking for nothing that's happening on the surface. We starting to dig deep. And you know what I can say from my own personal testament? The other night, I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning on Ancestry DNA, looking for ancestors, looking for clues, looking for all type of information, looking at the places where they lived, and trying to get a feel for the dirt roads that they lived on, going to look up the white people that owned them so I could just see what my ancestors was really dealing with. This is the vibe that Scorpio brings, where you just want to go deeper. You want all the information that you can gather. Scorpios can find out anything. Scorpios can find out anything. They make the best researchers because they quiet, but they don't miss shit. Okay? So, Things that you might have been keeping secret, things that have been keeping you uncomfortable. Maybe you're in a situation. It don't have to be nothing real serious like abuse, but if it is, get the fuck away. I don't have no other information. I don't have no fucking advice for abuse except get the fuck away. Make a plan and get the hell out. But I'm talking about maybe you've been working a job that you don't want to work no more. Maybe you just been kind of in like one-sided relationship that's not really working for you on your end. Like it's not giving back what you're giving out. Okay, so during Scorpio season, we find ourselves facing that because Scorpio is like the shadow. Like what it does, Scorpio season takes a mirror and it holds you accountable to your true self or things that you think that you might be hiding or cover up. Scorpio season comes with the mirror like, no, we're dealing with this shit. We're dealing with this shadow. We're dealing with this shit. So either you're going to learn to embrace it or you're going to cut it off. But whatever it is, it's going to come up and you got to deal with it. And it might make you a little bit uncomfortable. But this is what we want to deal with. We don't want to be comfortable anyway. Be glad that it's something on the inside of you, internal, that's coming to make you uncomfortable and bring up change instead of something externally happening to you to make you change or to bring up change. Reminds me of this scripture, and it's been sticking with me because I've been getting more into my rituals and practices and, doing things to kind of clear the air spiritually, because we got to clear the shit spiritually before we can clear it in the natural realm. So I've been doing things and I've been getting back into the using the Bible as a part of my rituals and practices, because that is what my ancestors used. Okay, if you came out of the church, I'm not saying that you got to go join the church and be a pastor, but stick close to your practices of your ancestors. Stick close to the practices that helped raise you. Even though I might not be physically in a church right now, I will never deny the fact that it is the power of God and the fact that it was people praying over me and loving me and helping me grow into the woman that I am now that got me to this point where I am right now. Okay, a lot of that was learned in church. Leadership, I learned that in church. Taking care of children, I learned that in church. Okay, being able to stand up and publicly speak in front of people, I got most of my opportunities going to stand up in the pulpit. My aunt pushing me forward because she seen it in me, not just in the world, but not just in the church, but also in the world, that I will be able to go forth before people and use my voice and not be scared. And she helped bring that out of me in the church. Okay. So I never forget where I come from. But I've been digging and digging and digging a lot deeper into my ancestry and just trying to get more acquainted with my ancestors, because it's work that needs to be done. And all of this work that you're doing, it should be honoring them. Me finding a partner to help raise these children in a loving and, non-toxic home. Okay, that is an honor to my ancestors. It's a benefit and a privilege to me, but it's also an honor to my ancestors who weren't allowed to get married, who were not allowed to get married. They were treated like cattle. You do know that, right? We were called by our first name. We had to take the last name of our slavers, and we were treated like cattle. We were treated like literal cattle, or pets. If they kind of liked you a little bit, they might treat you like the pets. But I'm pretty sure, just like it is today, some people treat their dogs better than they treat other people, okay? And we was enduring all of this, all of these conditions. I went through bill of sales for people that wasn't even my ancestors. I just took a walk through slavery because maybe I just needed a little bit of reminder how lucky, how blessed I am to be able to work out of my own house, to be able to side hustle on my own schedule, to be able to raise my kids and to be able to send them to a school where they can get a decent education, things that we're taking advantage of. And I'm going to change my own last name. My last name is Wins. In case you don't know me personally, I don't care what my birth certificate say. Just like Barnhill, that's the name that it was given to us. That was the name given to my forefathers by some other man named Barnhill, who didn't know our last name because they didn't care to know our last name, because to them we were just cattle, we were just workers, we were just pets. I reserve the right to change my last name and do things my way, okay? So this is where I'm at during Scorpio. So when I tell you Mercury retrograde at the very end in this post-shadow period really shadow punched my ass from the behind, it did. So it was some things, and this is just I'm glad it kind of happened the way it did, because I have a habit of holding things in until shit explodes, okay? Or I just get blackout drunk and then I don't remember, and then now I still have to deal with whatever it is that I call myself running from that I didn't realize I was running from, because I'm constantly running and I'm constantly doing things. I'm constantly on the move. I'm constantly making moves, because sometimes this is something I have to stop. I feel like I'm making up for lost time. I really do. Like when I get to this point, like, damn, You a bad bitch and you just wasted so much of your 20s doing nothing behind some narcissist, no good ass nigga who don't have nobody best interest at heart except for his own. Okay? And this is not me trying to bash. It is what it is. Okay? I'm an empath. And that's what I attracted, a lot of trauma. And then we had this trauma bond. And then we got these little trauma bond babies running around. They so special. They so sweet. They so smart. They don't get in trouble. They get good grades. They so great. But then there's always this one negative factor in the back of my mind where I have to hand my children over to him. So you know what? Last year, too much negative stuff was going on. So I'm like, I'm not giving you these kids until we come up with some type of custody agreement through the courts and all this other stuff. Court keep getting delayed for my legal divorce. Let me tell you something. I am legally still married. Why? It doesn't matter though, because I don't care about no white man paperwork when it comes to God. God never told me to get married in the first place, so the marriage was never valid in my eyes. Okay, and it showed. But I had these children, and 10 years later, here I am, a better person because of it. So sometimes I get caught up in this, like making up for lost time. But I've learned to pace myself and just stay aligned because things happen the way they happen for a reason. I'm just a firm believer in everything happening the way it happens for a reason. So Scorpio season, baby, the mirror comes out. So the truth comes out, especially with Mercury being in Scorpio. So Mercury in Scorpio is basically the sign of communication, has went into the sign of transformation. So we changing the way we talk, honey. Mars got us changing the way we walk, honey, and how we view these things through our own perspective because of the sun. And the moon is helping us deal with any emotions and anything that we have not dealt with yet. Take advantage of this Scorpio energy, baby. It's awesome. I know it might feel a little heavy at times. It might be a little mysterious at times. You might not know what to do with it at times because Scorpios are very private. They're very keep to themselves type people. They do not give up more information at the time than what is needed at the time, okay? It takes a lot to pull some secrets up out of a Scorpio, okay? So during this time, because of this Scorpio season, you might be dealing with a lot of life's mysteries. Like I said, I was traveling down my ancestry DNA and going back in time. Dark secrets, you know what I'm saying? You might want to uncover. You might want to hear more. I want to hear more. Scorpios want to know all. They want all the information before they make a firm decision, okay? One-sided relationships, and they know how to get it out of you. They know how to get it out of you. And draining situations. It's time to cut off anything that's draining you, okay? And tap into this focused energy. Scorpios are focused. It's because it's like they fire and water. Because in astrology, it says that Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, but also Mars. So that's like fire and water. So you real focused. The Phoenix. You know, the Phoenix. A high sex drive. Scorpios, especially among younger people, and I say younger people because I really don't know how to categorize people right now at this point because of social media. But I know the meme generation, Scorpios always get known for being toxic. And, just having a high sex drive, okay? So watch out. Take advantage of that. Why not? You're grown. Take advantage. Make sure that you are well protected. It's spiritually and in the physical, but take advantage. If your sex drive is up, take advantage, especially during new moon. Make sure you're doing it with the right person though, because what's more important, because and this goes for Scorpios as well, this is also a trait of Scorpios, what's more important is who you doing it with and not what you're doing, okay? Also, super determined, super high drive, super motivated Scorpio. Do you work with a Scorpio? Have you ever worked with a Scorpio? They be busting ass, okay? Tap into that. If you need some, Mars and Scorpio is going to give you the drive to take off and do whatever it is that you want to do. You got a super new moon in Scorpio that is exposing and highlighting not exposing and highlighting, that's full moon. I'm sorry. that has a power for you to be able to manifest just about anything, because it's so much closer to us than any normal new moon would be in a regular lunar cycle, okay? This is energy that you need to tap into. Sun in Scorpio, highlighting all the areas of life and death and rebirth and change. The only thing that happens during Scorpio season that could be a little painful is not the only thing. There are other things, because when you're dealing with emotions that you haven't dealt with, it can be painful. But I'm talking about on a physical realm, death. Okay, death happens during Scorpio season, but that's okay too. It's highlighting areas that we need to change, because baby, guess what? A seed has to go in the ground in order for anything to be grown out of it, for anything to get rooted, for anything to grow, for you to have any growth in your life. There has to be a seed that goes in the ground, and sometimes it could be our loved ones going to the other side. Okay? So the struggle may come with the rebel Uranus, okay, and the Professor Saturn opposing the sun. Okay, so you might be expecting some major shifts at work, in the workplace. You can expect some shifts in maybe your finances and things like that, but just expect some major shifts, because that planet Uranus is extremely unpredictable. You do not know what it is going to change, but I do know it is in the sign Taurus, and that has a lot to do with material change. Okay, so research mode. Make sure that you are getting in research mode for Scorpio season. Scorpio season. Dark and mysterious times that we are in. Get in touch with yourself. Whatever is coming up, let it come up. Dig it out. Okay? And bury it if you need to. Use that spooky Scorpio energy to dig deep and get into some things that you might have been fearful to think about and talk about before. So that's pretty much all that I have. This is Scorpio season, honey. You need to be getting into yourself. You need to be looking at where you can make some changes, and go ahead and using that Scorpio energy to go ahead and make them. So from now on, though, the changes that I'm going to make, let's talk about it, okay? I am going to be changing my format of how I do ratchet astrology. We are going to do strengths with the placements. I'm going to call out the placements. I'm going to talk about what they are. And then we're going to do strengths that you can use from this energy. We're going to do the struggles that this energy could bring. And then we're going to do strategies. We're going to identify problems that you can run into and how you can get past them. And that's just how ratchet astrology is going to go from now on. So as for this new moon, what you manifesting? Okay? What are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? What are you manifesting? What are you trying to manifest? And are you looking for potential blocks? I'll look for my tarot cards. Are you looking for potential blocks that are going to stop you from manifesting? Jess also was talking earlier about her manifestation journal. I thought I could put my hands on mine right down here so I could show it to you, show you what it looks like, but you need one. You need to be journaling. I say that on every ratchet astrology. Y'all supposed to be writing. Y'all supposed to be writing this shit down and getting to it. Okay? Writing this shit down, getting to it, or getting rid of it, whatever it is. And like I said, if you are in an abusive relationship, and I don't just mean somebody putting their hands on you, definitely get the hell out of that. But I'm talking about just somebody constantly putting their mouth on you. Somebody constantly laying their emotions on you. Somebody constantly laying their insecurities on you. If you have any type of people like that doing that in your life, it's time to cut them out, baby. No attachments and no expectations. So let's go ahead and get into some cards. Okay? Let's get into some cards. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Scorpio because it is Scorpio season. Where is my little ledger so I can make sure I don't miss nobody? Because it's 12 Zodiac signs, but I got about 5 brain cells left. Okay? I'm just joking. Maybe. But let's start with Scorpio. Let's go ahead and start with Scorpio, okay? Because it's your season. I like Scorpios. I love Scorpios, actually. I can't never read. I mean, I can read Scorpios, but baby, ain't nobody ever really fully read no Scorpio. They still got some. You can read a Scorpio and they still got stuff going on that you don't even know about. So, I think we all shuffled up and cut up pretty good. So, Scorpio, let's start with you. 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. It's all about the journey, baby. All about the journey. And, you know, swords is what? Swords is like, you know, mental. Okay? Mental. Mental. Preparing your mind for the journey, okay? This is your time to go ahead and manifest, because look at that full moon. Okay? Answers that you are seeking, the journey that you are on. This is your time to manifest, so you can see some results at the full moon. Next, we got Sagittarius. Love and happiness. We just love to see this card, don't we? Harmony in the home. That's what you're looking for, Sagittarius. Is that what you're looking for, Sagittarius? So how can you use the Scorpio energy that we have going on right now? Well, let me tell you. This super new moon in Scorpio is in the 4th house, the house of home, Sagittarius, okay? So look at some things that you could let go inside of the house, some changes that you need to make at home in order to obtain a home full of harmony and peace. Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. Queen of Wands, Capricorn. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of getting shit done. The Queen of action, okay? Rise up. Rise up and take your rightful place, okay? Capricorn. Aquarius. Aquarius. Ooh, 5 of Swords. Hidden agendas. Okay, hidden agendas. Hidden agendas. Getting the victory, but an ugly one. This is like an ugly victory card. It's like you win, but damn, did I really win? Did I really fucking win? Yes, Aquarius, the victory is coming. It might not be a cute one, but it's coming. Pisces. 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 3 of Pentacles. Success beginning to show. All your hard work is paying off, Pisces. Ooh, get that coin, Pisces. Aries. Aries, we have the star. Ooh, the star. Better days ahead, baby. Optimism. Look to the stars, honey. Look to the stars. If you can't look nowhere else, you can look to the stars. And that's why I love astrology, because they're going to be right there asking me, what do you need? What do you want to know now? Just need some light. Just need something to look at, okay? But healing, hope, and optimism. Aries, better days are coming. Better days are coming. Taurus, the King of Pentacles. Literally, okay? The King of Coins is coming up your block. Hardworking, family and tradition, financially successful. This is all about being rooted in your finances, okay? Making sure that you are getting that coin and also taking care of it, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. After Taurus, we have Gemini. Gemini, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so Gemini, you were, for Scorpio season, you have been in the 12th house of transformation, life, death, rebirth, okay? And now we are spinning the Wheel of Fortune, okay? The Wheel of Destiny. No one can stop it. So I hope you were able to cut off what you need to cut off, bring in what you need to bring in, tie together what you need to tie together, throw away what you need to throw away, okay? Okay, Gemini. Cancer, we have the Empress, the Divine Feminine, Cancer. Cancer, the Divine Feminine. Wow, this new moon is in your fellow water sign of Scorpio. Take advantage of all things deep, Cancer. All things deep. And whether you're male or female, the Divine Feminine still applies to you, okay? Areas where you could be tapping in. Leo, the Divine Masculine. Leo, the lion, the leader of the pack, okay? Divine Masculine, taking your place, stepping up. And like I said about the Divine Feminine, it's the same way with the Divine Masculine. You see they ended up together. As much as I shuffle this deck and play around with it, okay? Back to back. Divine Masculine, because we all needed to hear that. This is the card for Leo. That was the card for Cancer. But we all need to know that the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine is gender neutral. We all have them both on the inside of us, okay? Virgo, the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Fire. Praise, success, and promotion, okay? Okay? You finally getting that validation that you deserve, that recognition, them awards, them trophies. And we have Libra. Lucky, lucky Libra. The Knight of Cups. Ooh, Libra. Ooh. Well, you know your ruler is Venus, honey. So Libra, get ready for some love. The Knight of Cups, okay? Flowing from your heart, your knight in shining armor, or nitrous in shining armor, okay? Romantic invites. More business for creatives. I added that little note too, because every time I pull that card, I do get a little bit more, you know, a little bit more clients. So this ratchet astrology wasn't even that long, was it? Okay, because we don't need it to be that long, because y'all need to go out and manifest underneath the full moon and quit looking for more answers and more answers and more answers. The answers that you are seeking are definitely within. And I just hope that this Scorpio season and this new moon puts you on the right track to find them all. Gotta catch up all. What you want to know? Find out. All right. So that concludes this ratchet astrology. If you have any other questions or comments or concerns or anything that you want to talk about or questions that you want to ask, it does not have to be astrology, just about astrology. I'm pretty well versed in a lot of different things, and if I'm not, I can always find someone who is. Make sure that you are following me on social media, and make sure that you have subscribed to this video. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope that y'all tap into that Scorpio energy and get that drive up and get out there and get it. Because let me tell y'all something else. Mars is not going to be back in Scorpio until 2023. So take advantage of this energy right now. Right now. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the full moon. And ratchet astrology is turning 1. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we doing something, okay? Because this is a big accomplishment for me, and I just love that y'all been rocking with me this whole time. So I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm out. Peace.